day 25 of Unus Annus. I'm also going to try and do Unus Annus. I don't have any money to give, and I don't have an idea of a penalty for whenever I do eventually touch my face, because I will. I always touch my face. You've seen how often I flip my fucking hair. I'm gonna touch my face. But I'll have one thought up by the end of the month, and then I can do the penalty for every time I touch my face then. So I'll keep a tally of how many times I touch my face in each video, but I'm gonna try not to. Wash your hands, stay safe. Everyone. Glue. Just kidding. Glasses. I say glasses count because they're always on my face. I can't touch my glasses either. That one didn't count because I just made up that. I almost went to push up my. Okay. So, Unus Annus. I honestly didn't have anything planned for today. I'm at my sister's apartment. It's spring break, so even though we're doing stuff online and the schedule has turned a little bit amalgamous, I actually brought my art stuff so that I could paint, but the only place I can paint is outside, and it is wet, which doesn't go well with paint or my bum whenever I sit down. So since I don't really have, my brain is just kind of turned off, I'm just gonna do a progress update. Ow, my thigh started stinging. Don't know why. Okay. So, progress update with confidence. I did it again. I remembered yesterday. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I always fucking forget. Okay. So, progress update on confidence. This is the first time I've shared my face on a public platform that wasn't like a group of friends. Ever. So I'd say that's a big thing, and I really thought neck is okay, I think. I had an itch. I really think, what was I saying? Oh, that's a big step, because I thought I took my mask off because I was just like, okay, it's time. I was going to show my face at some point eventually. Might as well do it now. We're almost halfway done. Or we were halfway done. I'm not sure. Can't even remember. But I thought I was going to put it back on for like most of the videos afterwards. But I was just like, no, I don't really want to. Like, it's always just like a chore. Just like I'm lying down, I remember, oh, I have to do a video. Have to get up, get my mask on. And I have to really finagle my mask because of my glasses, so that whenever I breathe, I don't go blind from the fog, from the condensation of my breath. That was one. You know what? I'm gonna write it down every time I touch my face. I have it on the page in the back of my sketchbook. 1 tally. Okay. 2 tally. Damn it. Okay. So, maybe someone else can come up with a penalty. I honestly don't know what would be good. Especially in these times of duress. Yeah, and so I was just like, it's more comfortable to just have my mask off. And usually I deal with the discomfort, especially whenever I'm in public around people, because I should look at the camera, because it just makes me feel better and more guarded, and I like being guarded. It makes me feel more confident, and I know that seems, oh, my head itches. I know that seems like not a good thing, but if I feel like that, I think I should honor that. I'm not making much sense. I haven't talked much today. What's another progress? I feel just generally better. Like, I feel like this actually is helping. And in the beginning, I thought just like, this is a fruitless task. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go through the motions and I'm gonna make the video. I want to participate in this event. But I didn't think anything would come of it. And it's definitely helped because I've decided to take more chances that normally I wouldn't, um, in order to build my confidence so I have something to talk about in the videos. Like, I would not have offered to go up. I know I keep on bringing this up, but this really was the turning point of this month. I would not have offered to go up and displayed my work and talked about such personal things in front of my classmates and also took off my mask while I do so. I wouldn't have done that if I thought just like do it for Unus Annus. you know? So it's definitely helped. What's another way? I'm filming. Okay. I've been. What's another way? I've been more. I guess I said I've been more confident. Sure, yeah, that's been established. I've been more confident with the works I've been doing. Like, even yesterday, whenever I read back that, shitty thing from 2017, it's not bad. Like, it's obviously not my best work. Even at the time, it wasn't my best work. But it was still fun to read and to share. And, and it's kind of silly, kind of wacky, kind of just, nonsense. But it's still, I wrote it and I published it. And, I've only got like 155 hits because no one really gives a shit about, content like that. But that's not what I did it for. And I went through a phase of deleting everything I wrote because I was just like, it doesn't impact the world whatsoever. The world would not change if I were to get rid of it, so I might as well do it. And that's not the right mindset. I saw a tweet that stuck with me. I can't remember how it went exactly, but it just said, I have a pencil, I have hands, I have ideas, and I'm going to make it everyone's problem. Which I really like. My glasses are falling, and my life. So my theory is just like, even if I know it won't make a difference or an impact, or if anyone would like it or dislike it, like the things I've been sharing in my D&D group, like I don't think anyone reads it. They definitely don't comment on it. That's not why I did it. I did it for myself. And it's human nature to want to share the things that you've done with other people and to get acknowledgement for it. We all aim for prestige in one way or another. That's just how it goes. My glasses are falling so much. I base almost everything I do off of validation from others, and I don't usually get it. And so I have to deal with that in my own way. I either have to, suck it up and ask for someone to notice me, which, ooh, that was close, which is not something I really want to do ever. Unless I'm just feeling that mood. Sometimes it does happen, especially if I make it sound like a joke, but it's never a joke. So I just have to deal with it and do it for me, not for other people to notice me. That's really, really tough. But, that's something I've grown to accept more. I write these stories for one person in particular. Only they see it, and usually they say nothing about it. And that stings, but it doesn't really bother me anymore. And it used to. Like, that was part of the reason why I just deleted so many things I wrote, because I wrote it for them, and they never really talked about it. And so I just kind of had a breakdown. But now I continue doing that because it's I read however long ago, it's the stories with the My Hero Academia OCs, and they're my co-writer. So if I share it with anyone else, they won't understand any of the characters or what's going on, so I only share it with them. And that's why. Otherwise, I would absolutely, post them, share them more. But I don't. So I just do it. And I understand that just because they don't say anything doesn't mean they didn't see it. They're not just ignoring me, they just don't have anything to say on the topic. And they don't usually they're bad at doting on people, and I'm not. Like, I dote on them up and down and all around, and they don't, and that's fine. And I get that. And we all show affection for each other differently, and I have to understand that. It doesn't mean they love me any less. And that's another thing that was hard to swallow for me. But whenever I grow more confident in myself, I can understand that and be okay with that a lot more, because I can give myself the validation that I need, which sucks sometimes because I'm still not very good at it, but I'm getting better. I used to, you're your own worst enemy, but anyway, what else? Downwards angle is always pretty bad, huh? Excuse me. Just ate a lot of pasta. I'm more willing to go my own path. Everyone around me thinks that I should remain Nort major, but I'm going to be a psych major. And my mother supports me, but she said multiple times, she's like, are you sure you don't want to continue with art? Like, she just thinks I'm really, really good at it, which I appreciate. I really, like I said, I really like that validation, but first of all, like, I'm still not confident enough to think I could do it as a profession. And also, this last year of college has been a lot of ups and downs, but it's mostly just been frustrating as hell. And whenever I saw the art department I was going to be going in at my next college for my next 2 semesters, my next 2 years, I was just like, I can't fucking do this. I absolutely cannot. Like, everyone was very excited, but it just filled me with so much dread. And in psychology, I realized that whenever I get my bachelor's, I'll be liable to go for the job I've really actually wanted for about 4 years now. Like, I thought I wanted the job from graphic design, but with this job in psych, I would actually be doing what I intended to do. I'd be more in control of that thing. I really want to push my glasses up. They're so far down my nose. I wish my nose wasn't so slanty. So, those are some good steps. And the fact that I'm able to say that is also progress. Like, I don't want to sound conceited, but, all these videos are pretty self-centered. I tried to make one that wasn't, and it didn't work. It didn't turn out that way. And I wanted to see if my sister would do the Together project with me, and she'd just like, and I respect that. So more self-centered videos until the end. I want to push my glasses up so bad. I'm gonna have to end this video soon because I'm very upset. But yeah. Oh, I've been making a lot less self-deprecating jokes lately. Don't make self-deprecating jokes. They hurt your emotions and your esteem. Don't do it. It feels like a release and a way to vent those insecurities in a healthy way, but it's not. Especially with me, I would always be searching after people disagreeing with me because, like I said, I'm an endless seeker of validation, and if they didn't say anything, or they just ignored me, that would take like 7 blows to my emotional state. And so you're just setting yourself up for failure when you do that. When I do that, I don't know if everyone else is the same way, but I think that's a pretty common thing. So, don't be doing that. It's because to everyone out there, don't do that. If you want to make a joke about yourself, I saw a post on Tumblr, it was very good, of like, if you trip and fall down in front of people, don't say, God, I'm an absolute disaster garbage person. Like, that's it's become very much our culture as a generation to say shit like that, and it's all good and well until it isn't, and it's become normalized, and it actually does hurt your brain a little. And so instead of like saying that shit, say, go to the complete opposite direction, because you're still over exaggerating, but it's positive and it's still funny and it doesn't hurt you as much. So if you trip and fall, say just like, I am the utmost epitome of grace in the human nature. That wasn't a very good sentence, but you get what I'm going for. And just and never ever 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 joke about killing yourself. Like, I know, the slightest inconvenience, it's just like, well, guess I gotta kill myself. Don't do that. Trust me. Like, I'll say it now, like, I've tried to commit suicide multiple times, and I make a lot of those jokes, and you can tell whenever I'm getting into one of those emotional states whenever I start making them more frequently. Don't do it. Don't. Because it's only encouraging yourself to hurt yourself. Don't do it. And wash your hands. Don't go outside unless you need to. Don't touch your face. Try to avoid it. Try to avoid touching your face. Thank you for listening to me talk about myself for a month. I'll think of something better for next video. I really should save like a progress video for the very end, but I couldn't think of anything today. So, thank you. Stay safe out there. Memento Mori. Unus Annus.